is a lot better. As I was saying, sorry, forget getting trapped in that silent film. That was kind of weird. Like, what the hell happened there? Jeez. But anyways, I'm here for your Week 10 recap. That's right, you guys get 2 weeks in a row of me. All right. So, without further ado, let's get it. All right. So, first game we have here is obviously going to be my game, Too Much Johnson versus John Palmieri. What a breeze! You know, John Palmieri was 5-4 going into this game, and he's 6. Oh, wait, what? 5-5? It says he's 5-5. What the fuck? Oh, I won. That's why. Jesus Christ, my bad, John. 122 to 109. And you know what? Megatron is love. Megatron is life. I've won each and every single one of my games that I've had Megatron in. Fuck you all. So my big players, I had Cam Newton with 19 points, even though he shit the bed at the beginning of the game. I was scared. Fuck. Then you got John, he had Drew Brees, 26 points. Kelvin Benjamin, 19 points. My Dallas Cowboys defense pickup, 19 points. That's right. Dallas Cowboys defense. Points? Doesn't make sense, but fuck, whatever. I'll take it. Alright, so we're going to move on to our next game, and we got the creation of Romo, Joey P, our very own commish, against... Oh, look at this. He changed his team name. Gordons of the Galaxy. Didn't you trade away Josh Gordon? No, you didn't. You got Gordon. That's right. Alright, so we have big plays from Arizona's defense. Tony Romo, Dez Bryant, and Martavis Bryant. Damn, these Bryant brothers. Both of them snapped. Dez Bryant had a huge game even after I just ripped him a new one the last week before that. Tony Romo, that back doesn't look like he's hurting him anymore. He's got 30 points. But Joey's banking on Carson Palmer with torn ACL. That works. Good job, bud. Arizona's defense though, 35 points. That was huge. Final score of this game was 141 to 87. That brings creation of Romo, Joey P, to 6-4. Somehow I don't know. Your team is shit, and you traded away Dez Bryant for AJ Green, who's been hurt all year. You start Darren fucking Sproles and the Garrett Blount. Like, fuck, man. Boner Garage, you're 4-6. You're probably gonna stay at 4 wins for the rest of the season because you traded away AJ Green and Eddie Lacy, 2 of your best players. I don't know what the hell you were thinking. Probably gonna see you in the Sacco, buddy. Alright, next up we got Candyman versus Beastin. As gay as your guys' comments were, that was a very, very good game. Probably game of the year right there. That was huge. 128 to 127. Beastin comes out on top to come 8-2. It's a pretty good record for a team that has only had one other team score 100 points on them during a win. I don't know how you're 8-2. I just don't get it. Candyman, you dropped to 4-6. Your team is a lot better than 4-6. That Andrew Luck risky fucking draft pick in the 3rd round there over Drew Brees, that paid off huge for you, man. Congrats. But doesn't matter anyways because Kevin's kind of got this guy named Aaron Rodgers who decided to throw up 6 touchdowns in one half, over 300 yards. Not much you can do about that. Kind of went off. Dan had a big play for Mark Sanchez on the bye week disaster. He stepped up, but it wasn't good enough. He only got 28 points. Green Bay's defense, 25 points, and Baltimore's defense, 24 points. Some big defensive plays this week. We had Arizona, Green Bay, Baltimore, and Dallas even. Jeez. Huge, huge, huge. But anyways, in all honesty, Dan, you had a better team. You should have won that game. Kevin, your team is shit. I don't get it. Now you got Dez Bryant at least, so that pretty much helps. That helps you pretty much. Alright, next up we have Monty Python versus Instagram Photo Creds. Thank you. Alright, let's hit that recap button. Instagram goes to 6-4. You know what? I'm rooting for Dom this season. I probably have no shot in the playoffs, but you know what? That team is like a child of mine. I drafted that team in 6-4. At least one of the teams I drafted is doing well. Alright, so final score of that game though was 150 to 120. We had some big plays by this guy named Marshawn Lynch, who doesn't even want to be in Seattle, but he decided to score 3 touchdowns, was it? Gets himself 40 points. That was a huge week for Marshawn Lynch. Malone had Stafford over there with 24 points, which is a good game for him. You know what? Can't complain about 24 points. Then we had our boy Jimmy Graham over here for Instagram, the captain, 19 points. Jimmy Graham's a fucking monster. Malone also had a really good defensive play with the Bills defense with 19 points. Too bad you had 120 points this week and you still managed to lose. That's very unfortunate. I feel you, man. That sucks. That drops Monty Python to 5-5. As I said earlier, Instagram 6-4. Good shit, good shit. Alright, then last game of the week. Another upset. The 2 and 7 teams of the week both come out with wins. We have Tanosaurus Rex finally changing their team name from Mitch Della. Thank you. And we got Sanu Canoe. 124-99. Looks like the plateau's starting to hit you, Della. Looks like the plateau's starting to hit you. Can't even score 100 points? Come on, man. Me and Danny are on plateaus winning games, and you're not even getting 100 points. Like, what the fuck is this? Come on, man. Step up your shit. Alright. From Sanu Canoe, we had a big play by Peyton Manning. He only played the Oakland Raiders, so didn't see that coming. 43 points for him. Tanosaurus Rex, best player on the team. Jordy Nelson scoring 27 points for him. Still didn't matter. He scores a quarter of their points, and that's why you lost. Justin Forsett for Danny also had a pretty big game. 23 points. Very good for him. Emmanuel Sanders, 18 points. This guy he's legit. He's the wide receiver 3 at the beginning of the year. I think he's the wide receiver 2 now, but I'd call him the 3 just because of Julius Thomas there. But you know what? Peyton Manning loves to spread that ball around, so he is a great receiver. That brings Sanu Canoe to 3 and 7, just like me. This guy right here in last place. And Tanosaurus Rex to 6 and 4. You guys do have a scary team, though. I will admit that. As much as I hate it, you guys are still coming in second, though. You guys are rookies. Danny came in second in his first year. It's just how it goes. History repeats itself, motherfuckers. Alright, now finally, I'm just going to do a little league recap for this playoff race. So right now, sitting at 8-2, as I already said. Oh, and look at that. Clinched the playoffs. Very nice. Beastin. Kevin has clinched the playoffs at 8-2. Good for you. Good for you. He's in first place at the moment with the third least amounts of points for. And the least amount of points against. You don't even have 1,000 points against. That's why you're 8-2. That is entirely why you're 8-2. I wish I played your fucking schedule. Next up, in second place, we have Tanosaurus Rex with a loss this week, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to bounce back. They're probably going to grab a playoff spot just because of that points for. Any tiebreaker is going to be fucked. So, that leaves us to third place. My son team, I like to say, that is a child of mine from the draft. 6 and 4. His Instagram, Dom Checka's team. In fourth place, we have Melissa Kane. Oh, shit, I mean to say, sorry, Dom. Joey Paolini, the creation of Romo, sitting at 6 and 4 as well. Takes fourth place and is at the top of the Wall Yowers division. And get used to 6 wins. Get used to 6 wins. Probably not going to win a game again. Alright. And next up is What a Breeze! John Palmieri. No big deal. No big deal. He only lost this week. Not a big deal, though. It's okay, John. 5 and 5 is what he's sitting at right now. Jesus Christ wasn't much of a help for him because he still lost 13 points, actually. 13 points. And if you guys didn't know, John did lose this week to me. He did. Anyways, he's in 5th place, and then in 6th place, finally, we have Monty Python at 5 and 5, and that wraps up your playoffs. If the season were to end right now, that's your playoffs, right there. Those 6: Monty Python, Creation of Romo, What a Breeze, Instagram, Tanosaurus Rex, and Beastin. All right, and last off, our shit of the shit. We got Candyman at 4 and 6. Team's pretty good. You'll probably make the playoffs, in my opinion. Gordons of the Galaxy. Changing team name isn't really going to do you anything. Should be more like Dick Dumpster of the Galaxy. And 9th place we have Sanu Canoe, 3 and 7. And as well, at 3 and 7, we got Too Much Johnson, yours truly, in 10th place. This week will be very big. We got the battle of the worst, me and Danny coming in. I have that 51% favoritism because of Megatron, obviously. Fuck, we have the same amount of points, but still. Megatron. Anyways, best of luck to you. Keep an eye out for the Lolyo pick of Danny. Danny's already on his little hamster wheel thinking of shit. And yeah, that sums it up for me. Jordan B from your silent old movie film. Sorry about that. In the city of Hamilton. UFG sucks. Fuck you, Joey. Your team's shit. Peace out.